Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Land of Saurus. There's a few things that I want to do in this episode, but the first thing that I want to do is get some more resources. So, I think we've got some iron in here, yep. But this is currently what we've got in total in terms of precious resources, and specifically like to get just a few more diamonds just so we can really get the ball rolling. So I'm going to do a nice big long mining session and then yeah, and then I will see you after that. So I just want to make a few iron doors. I think we'll store them downstairs, and these doors will just note which shafts we've fully completed out, where we've gone through that full 500 the full 500 the blocks. So I will also, I don't seem to have any cobblestone. I think it's all downstairs, so I'll need to make some buttons as well to try and get that all set up. But just so you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So down there we went a full 500 blocks. So we know that there's no more need to go down here for resources. So we'll just chuck a door on top of it with a button on top. I'll go grab some of these. This cobblestone here. I'll grab a full stack to turn into proper stone, and then we'll add a button to everything, or to all of the doors. I think now, since we've got a decent amount of iron as well, I'm going to make myself a full set of iron armor. That way we won't take as much damage from everything now. There we go. Looking good. So here we go. Now we can get into these and out of these relatively simply. But these iron doors will denote that we no longer need to access this shaft for resources. So I'm going to head over this side this time around and yeah, do a nice big long mining session, 500 blocks this way. And here we are again, 500 blocks along. Then just like last time, we'll make a little bit of an extra corridor so we know where we're popping out from next, and then we just run back through and we clear out all of the resources and then see what we end up with by the time we get back. Maybe do a little bit of spelunking on the way as well. Well, I think that was a very successful mining session. We got quite a lot of resources actually, so I'll just throw some of the building materials into here, and then let's have a look at what we actually got. So we got a lot of redstone. We also got a reasonable amount of coal, a couple of stacks of iron, a bunch of lapis, some gold, some gunpowder, 19 diamonds, which was a lot more than I was expecting, so that was really nice to get, and a few slime balls, which will come in handy, no doubt. So I'll take all of these up. Didn't actually manage to get any cobblestone because we had to keep throwing away cobblestone in order to make room for these resources. But I'll take up a few stacks anyway, just so we can get that. So we can get some cobblestone up to the base, actually. While I'm down here, I should get these sorted, because we will not be needing to go back in there for a while. Or I don't see any reason why we would ever need to go back in there. So we can just set that up like so. Excellent. So we have done 2 full strip mines, the length of which spans a full 1,000 blocks, 500 blocks in each direction. Remember, we're on the 0 axis here, so that's that takes up quite a bit of space, and this is how our strip mine is going to progress further along this corridor. As for the meantime, though, now I think what I'm going to do is we've only got 28 levels. I was hoping that we'd get enough levels to be able to do some enchantings, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. I've got a few cows I might kill actually and see if we can get up there. So anyway, let's see if we can get up to level 30 and see if we can get ourselves what I really want, which is a Silk Touch pickaxe. So I think it is time for these cows to die. Well, could do with a bit of string actually. But I think it's time for these cows to die now, because we need the leather from them anyway. They're making a lot of noise, and I'd like to start getting this outside area a bit set up for some farms. So, yeah, time to die. Wow, this is chaos. So hopefully there's enough XP here. I think this will get us up to 30 levels. There are quite a few cows. Yes. And this is going to give us a good supply of steak as well. There we go, that's what I like to see. Whole bunch of leather, whole bunch of steak. Things couldn't be nicer. Take down this wall while I'm at it as well. Alright, so I want to start getting rid of some of the grass around here, I think, so we can see what this area around out the front of my base actually looks like and start terraforming it a little bit to get some farms and stuff like that going. Just some basic ones for like potatoes and maybe set up an area or a pen for some animals as well. So just some basic level farms to get started with. And here we have it, folks. This is our diamond shovel, which means we now have a full set of diamond tools. And I'm even gonna be sacrilegious and make myself a diamond hoe. Okay, so I've made a few adjustments to my house. Just some aesthetic stuff out on the front here. I'm gonna fix this up. I don't like how straight this is, but I'll change that a little bit later. For the most part, I just wanted a nice, easy front way entrance into the house. So we've got some doors here now to stop the zombies coming in, and a nice flat area to start building some farms up. So yeah, I might as well get started on those now, I guess. Alright, so we have the foundation down for our first farm. So now let's get this thing all planted and seeded up. So I've got a few potatoes here. Well, don't want to eat those potatoes. So I've got a few potatoes here that I want to grow, and then a few carrots as well. But then the rest will be wheat. I just want to grow a few of these carrots and potatoes just so I can get the numbers up. Yeah, the rest of it's pretty much going to be wheat. Alright, now that's everything all planted up. So now we just wait for that to grow, and in the meantime maybe I'll set up some animal farms over here. Okay, we have a couple of decent sized pens here for some cows and some sheep. Just gotta go find some cows and some sheep now. I kind of regret killing all of my cows. Maybe I could have just left a couple of them alive. But it looks like I've found some sheep over here. Excellent. So I'll just capture these fellas. There's a few cows over there. Excellent. So I can go grab them in a moment too. And there we have the sheep safely in our pen. And just chuck a couple of gates down, a couple of pressure plates, and sorted. Excellent. Now to go get some cows. Might as well breed these guys up while I can. And there we have it. A couple of cows safely tucked away. Also, so let's breed these guys up too. Let's get a nice population of sheep and cows going. I think I'm going to kill this grey sheep because it's. I think I just want the white ones for the moment. And then later on I will work towards separating them and colouring them. So I've just pushed these pens back a couple of blocks so it lines up a bit better with the path that I already have going on up here. So this should line up really nicely with that. Excellent. So yeah, that's a good start to these farms. That should really get the ball rolling. You know, get some food happening here and some animals happening over there, and then we've got plenty of space to work with in here if we want to build a couple of automatic farms along here. Thinking about doing a nicer sugarcane farm. In fact, I think I might do that now as well. So I might as well use up all of this sugarcane. There's no point having it sitting over here by the river. Just make a bit more, a manual sugarcane farm to start off with. Later on I'll make an automatic one. But I think the manual one is going to get me the sugarcane that I need early on a bit faster. So here is the beginning of our sugarcane farm. I'll expand it out a little bit more though, I think. So I think I'll leave it at that for now. That should be a good start to getting a very decent amount of sugarcane whenever I need. So when those grow up, I'll be able to knock those down. Just got some trees growing over here for a bit of extra wood and saplings as well, so I don't have to start traveling too far out. And obviously as well, I don't have any oak wood because I'm surrounded by acacia. So I thought I'd just plant a couple of oak saplings and get that ball rolling too. So whilst all that other stuff is growing, I think it might be a good idea for me to get a little bit of obsidian. So we can start up an enchanting table. Hopefully we've got enough materials to make an enchanting table that'll do us well enough to get level 30 enchantments, because we will need quite a few different things. Lucky there is a very large amount of obsidian here as well. So I might just dig through here and we'll see what we can get together. Okay, so we have enough obsidian now to make both a nether portal and an obsidian table. So for the obsidian table we need a couple of diamonds. So we should be able to make that, no worries. Now just to find a place to put this as well. Like I kind of want to put it here. Then I have to move these. And then we need to make a bunch of bookshelves to go with those. So for the bookshelves we need a lot of sugarcane and a lot of wood and a lot of leather. Where's my leather at? There we go. So I think we should have enough materials to make everything that we need. Let's just have a quick look though. What is the unbreaking? But that might change once we get some bookcases up around it. So let's just make a bunch of paper. And then how many books? We can make 59 books. We don't even need that many. We only need 1145, take 11, 35, 34 books. That should be enough. So 34 books. that should give us enough. Okay, I do need more wood though. More planks. Still need, oh no, that's the 15. Yeah, that's the 15. So then, should be able to go like this. I'll make this a bit neater later, but let's see what. Fortune 3. Excellent. That is really nice. So I'll just whip up a new pickaxe because I definitely want that. So off to an excellent start, and hopefully we can get someone breaking on that as well. So that was super lucky. So we'll make ourselves a fresh new pickaxe, and oh, we need some lapis as well, which we got just here. Chuck that in, and here we go. We've got Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4. We couldn't have asked for anything better than that. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad that we got that. Alright, well, off to a good start then. So yeah, I want to essentially round out these walls here because they look a bit too flat, which means I'm going to bring this area out a little bit and curve everything around so the walls look a little bit more natural. But yeah, in order to do that I have to move my sugarcane farm. So I'm going to set that up somewhere else, but first I'm going to fix up these walls, I think. So I'm thinking this looks much better. So now it comes around here. I've got to fix up this side a little bit, but essentially we've just rounded off that whole area, and I think that makes a big difference, especially if we go ahead and we chuck a nice big window here. I think like a really big one. I don't know how big we'd want to make it. Maybe like, yeah, just a really nice big window. Chuck that there so we always have a good view of outside. And yeah, I think this is a significant improvement. And I'm thinking that I might even chuck our nether portal over here. I think this could be a really good place for it. So I'm going to chuck some glass in that. Let's go have a quick look at our glass supplies. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Alright, so let's run back over here, fill this in with a bit of glass. It's always tricky putting in the middle layers. Nice. And I just really wanted to figure this whole section out, like the foundation of the land, before I put in the roof, because I didn't want to have to mix that up multiple times. So we've got a nice big window up there, and I think if we continue these stairs along the bottom here, let's have a quick look. I'll probably need quite a few more stairs actually. So I'm going to put some stairs in and follow that around all the way here, and hopefully that makes a nice big difference. There we go. And I think definitely adding these stairs along the bottom does make a really big difference. To this, I think I'll put some bushes and stuff around here at the bottom, maybe follow it around a little bit more. At the moment, I'm quite happy with how that's all looking. I'll probably have to fix up around the back at some point too. But I think in terms of the overall shape, I think I'm pretty happy. Which means that I'm pretty happy to, I think, to start putting in a roof, and in that roof, yeah, start putting in a roof and making a second floor to this place. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to get started on now. Also, it looks like all of our wheat and stuff has grown, so I think it's time to get that all harvested up. This is a very satisfying feeling. Way. Jeez, how much weight is this? Seems like it's quite a lot. Yep, that was extremely satisfying. Alright, so how much did we get from that? Oh, we got quite a lot of weight. Quite a lot. I already had a little bit of weight on me, but I do need a lot more weight for breeding up those cows, so I'm gonna replant all of this with wheat, I think. Excellent. Now that's all planted up again. So we've got a very good supply of wheat coming in, and might as well get ourselves a bit of extra wood as well. Do I have the? I do. Excellent. Okay, well that should give us a nice supply of wood. So I just made another little bit of an upgrade with this area over here, um, just to sort of, yeah, again shape out the building a little bit more nicely because I want it to, I want it to look good from multiple angles, and I was a little, I don't mind this so much actually. That looks alright, that flat spot there. But I did want to make sure that if I was coming in from this side as well, that it was a good look as well. Um, so yeah, I haven't really had a proper look at it all from this side, but yeah, I think that's looking fairly cool as well. Chuck some windows around as well, maybe just to. I mean that's a nice big window taking out the view around here. But yeah, I think this is a good way to go about it. Now I'll just chuck a roof on as well, I think. So we got 30 levels again, so I think we've got efficiency 4 and fortune 3 on this pickaxe, which is really nice. But I've also got unbreaking 3 available on this one, so if we just get unbreaking 3, then we can combine them, but hopefully we've got some silk touch. Okay, we didn't, but we did get efficiency 4 as well, so that's gonna be really nice, because that's gonna, like, I'll use up this pickaxe first, and then once it starts getting low, I'll combine it with this pickaxe, and then we'll have a Fortune 3 Efficiency 5 pickaxe, which and Unbreaking 3. So that'll be a really nice pickaxe to have once we combine those two. But in the meantime, we can just use this pickaxe just as our general pickaxe until it starts getting low. So I've been struggling for a little while to try and figure out how to put in the stairs and chuck in the roof, but I think I'm gonna have this nice little area under here, but I'm gonna chuck the stairs up on top of here, and then extend this area out a little bit. So we've got like this little alcove too, and then I'll fill this all in and over the top here as well, of course. And that'll make the second layer of our house. I want to do something down here at some point. I'm hoping to make a nice little path that connects down to the river. I don't know how far this river goes, but it seems to be pretty disconnected, but maybe at some point we'll be able to connect up all the bits of the river, especially connect it down to here, and if we're lucky it might even connect to an ocean. So that would give us a nice, fast and easy way to get to our base via the sea, and give us some access along the waterways. But yeah, not really sure how I'm going to go about that just yet, but yeah, at the moment I'll just finish installing the rest of the roof, I guess. So we have finally installed the whole roof. That took a bit longer than I would have liked it to have done, but it took as long as it did. And if we head up here, there's nothing up here yet, but we do have the roof in, and at some point I will look at making this into a second story and extending out our home so we can see ourselves from quite far away and have some nice bridges going on. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do with this, but in the meantime, this is where we're at. We have done quite a bit today, mostly decorative stuff and making some farms and all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall I think it's been a very productive episode. So yeah, thank you again so much for watching these videos, and you know, obviously if you like them, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, just so we can try and get this channel really off the ground, and hopefully we can make a really nice and special world together. Anyway, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.